Introducing the new AirPods Pro. Wireless charging case, active noise canceling, and then they've got these cute little silicone ear tips that go in your ear. Really cool. I enjoy. So there is a track of how I got to this point of getting the AirPods Pro. So the first thing was I have the original AirPods. Like when they first came out, when people were able to actually get them in their hands, that's when I got mine. I've had these for a while. The battery life right now lasts about 30 minutes before they just turn off. They have yellowed and pinked on it. Like they have seen better days. I do regularly clean out all the gunk out of the actual earbuds, so I would say the sound quality is about the same from when I got them, but in terms of battery life, it's just terrible. When the battery life started to deplete, that is when I went ahead and got the PowerBeats Pro, which also a bunch of people were talking about and really liking, so I decided to try them out myself. And I actually really enjoyed the sound quality of it, but a lot of times, even with different ear tip sizes, my ears would start to feel really discomforted just because they weigh a little bit more because of the battery that's inside them. Not to mention that the case itself is massive. Like this is a massive case. That leads us to the AirPods Pro. Something that is not only nice looking, but incredibly portable. I really enjoy the design of the AirPods Pro. I like how they're minimal. I like how you can just slip them inside your jean pocket. I like how it's really easy to carry them around. And I really enjoy the fact that the case has wireless charging. The fact that I can just set this on a wireless charger alongside with my iPhone is incredibly helpful, and I've really enjoyed it. But something that is a little distracting about the AirPods Pro is just, it's different. So for those who have had the original AirPods, something you will notice is how you take them out has always been the same. You take them out towards you and you turn them around and put them in your ear. With the PowerBeats Pro, you open up the case, there are the little magnets inside, you take those off, you put them in and around your ear, and they sit comfortably for me for at least like a couple minutes before I have to readjust it. But overall, like, I do change the tip sizes ever so often, and it gets a little more comfortable, but same ordeal. With the AirPods Pro, it's a little bit differently how you put them in your ear. So there's no twisting or turning involved. You just take them out and they're in. So it's a little bit different from the regular AirPods where you kind of had to turn a little bit. With this, it's just straight up like take out, in. Like there's a complete diagonal insertion with the AirPods Pro. One of the, I would say, distractions from the audio and the overall experience with the first generation AirPods was that you would have to tap it to interact with it, either to skip a track or to ask SIRI a question or ask for a command. Those are things that were, took that extra that extra gesture to get it to work. With the PowerBeats Pro, they have physical buttons on it. So a physical up and down, they have a actual physical button for pause, play, and skip track. Physical buttons is basically the definition of the PowerBeats Pro. Basically, AirPods with water resistance and physical buttons. The AirPods Pro are a little bit different. They have these pressure sensitive tips that I would like to call taptic presses. That's actually not a great name. But with these taptic presses of the actual stem, which is where the placement is, and they have this little indentation on the actual stem so you know where your finger is supposed to go. What's nice about it is that it's not counterintuitive, and it's really easy to get adjusted with using the AirPods that way. But something I did not get used to was the actual active noise canceling of the AirPods. Something I noticed with me whenever I listened to any music for a short, if not longer period of time with the AirPods Pro, I would start hearing a little ringing inside my ear with the AirPods. With that being said, like, it was very distracting to kind of hear that ringing noise as the active noise canceling is on with the AirPods and have that kind of interrupt your listening experience. What is a fact, though, is that with active noise canceling, it is playing at a canceling sound frequency to cancel out the audio around you. And there are some frequencies that do pass through active noise canceling. And this is with any active noise canceling headphones. One thing that does pass through is, like, if you crinkle tinfoil, that passes through like you didn't even have headphones in. Wrinkling paper goes right through. Anything pitchy. So, like, the pitchier parts of a cat's meow, you can hear that. You can't really hear a dog barking unless it's like a higher pitched bark. So any high pitch frequencies always have been able to pass through my AirPods, at least when it came to active noise canceling. And going more into detail with the active noise canceling, I at first really appreciated the active noise canceling at the gym, which is the most common place that I go to with headphones, either if it was my PowerBeats Pro, my regular AirPods, or AirPods Pro. That was the most common place I would go to. But it was all right. It wasn't amazing. And I would say that the overall experience isn't like the best headphones that I've ever had in the gym, because I did really enjoy the experience with the PowerBeats Pro when it came to the gym, because it wasn't active noise canceling, so I could hear a little bit around me depending on what I was watching. Because usually at the gym, I'll play like an hour-long episode or 2 episodes of a short TV show while I'm on the elliptical, which is kind of my warm-up before I actually go into weights and stuff like that. And with the AirPods Pro, I noticed with the active noise canceling that whenever I was watching a TV show, I could like definitely notice the sounds around me, and it was honestly like not that great of an active noise canceling experience. However, when I was playing music, it was a whole different story. Playing music with the AirPods Pro in a louder environment is a very enjoyable experience, either if you have transparency mode turned on or active noise canceling turned on. But as soon as you're like watching something, it becomes a little more like noticeable in terms of, oh, I have headphones in. Because one of the big things that I've noticed with people talking about AirPods Pro, and I'm about to be a part of that group, is whenever I am have transparency mode turned on, or really just use the AirPods in general, you kind of forget that they're in your ears a little bit because they're so comfortable. Now, I've had that experience, but I've also had a different type of experience. So I haven't noticed this when I'm working out, but I do notice it when I'm at a more casual setting, is they fall out. Like, they don't completely fall out of my ears, but they start just like slowly popping out. And I constantly have been swapping back from the medium size and the small size ear tips. The large doesn't even fit my ears. So I feel like my ear size is like in between these. But at the same time though, it still slowly slides out. So in terms of like how good the seal has been, I would say it's about like a 86% seal out of 100% seal. So in this video, I did speak mostly about the AirPods Pro, and I believe that this deserves a little bit more time before I just completely dive into these AirPods. But really, I wanted to make this video just kind of a summary between the differences of these three wireless earbud devices. So if you're looking for active noise canceling headphones that definitely are going to be better than the regular earbuds you have now, and something that is affordable but not too expensive, AirPods Pro are going to be excellent for you. And these do have a really good sound quality. Active noise canceling isn't the best you'll find on the market, but it's definitely worth it for those who either have never tried active noise canceling or they just want something that's convenient with a lot of features they get with the more expensive headphones. If you're more of somebody who constantly goes to the gym or a lot of, let's say, sweaty environments, the PowerBeats Pro are going to be more comfortable over a longer period of time, and you do feel a little bit safer that these aren't going to fall off your ears because they have the design that goes around your ears. And in terms of those who are looking for the Apple ecosystem earbuds without spending too much money, there's still Apple's Generation 2 AirPods, both the one with the wireless charging case and the one with the wired charging case. They're both wireless headphones, just one uses a wireless charger and one doesn't. That's a really good way to get into the Apple ecosystem of headphones without spending a massive amount of money. But you know what really doesn't cost a massive amount of money and would really benefit you is like, sharing, subscribing to this YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the little bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Matane. But all the same, you would just take it out like this, turn around and put it in your ear.